Hi everyone. So today, as you can see, the video we are yet to discuss is about Protection of Children from Sexual Offences Act 2012. And today we are going to only cover the basic introduction part in part 1, and rest assured there will be a lot of videos like part 2, part 3 and part 4 and so on regarding the detailed content of this particular act. And before we start, I must say a lot of aspirants have asked for POXO Act, and a sincere apologies from our end because the explanation have been a bit delayed due to some other works. So before we go into this video, this act is one of the key and important subject for Telangana JCJ examination, and as well as AP District Judiciary also covers this act, which is POXO Act 2012. So today in this video you are going to understand a little bit about the introduction regarding this POXO Act. So before we go into this video, let us understand few things. So this act protects children from sexual assault and sexual harassment. So sexual assault is covering under section 2 of clause 1 and also section 7 of POXO Act, whereas sexual harassment covers for section 2 of clause J and section 11, and pornography from sections 3 to 15 of this act. So this act establishes special courts for the trial of the offences because as it involves children related offences. So this act has 46 sections, 9 chapters, and has been adopted on 19th June 2012 and has come into force on 14th November 2012, Children's Day. So now let us understand there are so many acts in which the term child has been defined. So you can ask, ma'am, why are we covering the term child from every act? So the first thing you can remember is similarly mentioned terms under different sections can be asked for screening test for JCJ, and also when you are covering certain term under different sections from different acts, you are having a lot of concept near you which can also be used while you are writing the essay writing regarding any specific topics in the paper, English paper. Suppose if the essay is given on some children rights or anything, so there is a scope for you to cover basic definitions under different acts like protection of rights for children or any other laws related to children or the crimes or the offenses related to child. So there is a scope that you can cover a lot of definition part under certain different acts where child has been covered. So for that purpose, in this I am covering few acts which cover the definition of the child. So this act, the POXO Act, right away, which we are learning today. So in this act, which is Act 2012, Section 2 of Clause D speaks about child, where it states below the age of 18 years. Under BNS Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita 2023, where child has been defined under section 2 of clause 3. So I will be telling you in another video why are we calling this section 2 and clause 3 or clause D instead of section 2 or subsections. So there will be other video coming out where you will understand the difference between section, subsection, clause and subclause, how you have to call and when do you use such terms. Now coming back to this video, so section 2 and clause 3 of BNS speaks about child, where it says that not a person who has not completed the age of 18 years. That means he is below the age of 18 years. The next one, Juvenile Justice Act, which is Act 2015, and under this act, child is defined under section 2 and clause 12, where here also the same definition, the person who has not completed the age of 18 years. The next act is Child Labor Protection and Regulation Act, which is 1986, where here the person has not completed the age of 18 years. So mostly whatever you can see, it's 18 years. But there are certain other acts which you come across. Immoral Traffic Prevention Act, this is one of the act for Telangana JCJ syllabus subject. So under this also the term child has been defined, which comes under section 2 of clause double A, where it is less than 16 years of age. And here, for Protection of Women from Domestic Violence Act, which is Act 2005, where it is also defined under section 2 of clause B, where a person is below the age of 18 years. The next act is Protection of Children from Child Marriage Act, which is 2006, Act 2006, and here it is defined under section 2 of A, and there are different ages for male and female child. So for male it is less than 21 years, and for female it is less than 18 years. So such persons are termed as or will come under the definition of child. The next one is RTE Act, which is Right to Education, which is Free and Complete Education 2009 Act, where here also child is covered under definition of section 2 clause C, the age limit termed from 6 to 14 years. And few more other acts, the Factories Act 1948, where child is defined under section 2 clause C, who is below the age of 15 years, and under Mines Act it is 1952, section 2 clause C, where it is below 18 years age. And for Hindu Minority and Guardianship Act 1956, one of the subject for Telangana JCJ. So here there is no specific term called child, but minor, the term minor has been there, and section 4 of clause A speaks about minor who is less than 18 years of age. And Hindu Adoption and Maintenance Act, this is also one of the subject for Telangana JCJ 1956, where the term minor has been defined under section 3 of clause A, which speaks a person who is less than 18 years of age. So this is where from different acts the term child has been defined. So now let us go into some of the history and existence. So before POCSO has had come, there is no specific law or any provision regarding the child protection. So for this, what happened is all the abuses or all the child related offenses have been prosecuted under Indian Penal Code only. But later, the United Nations Conventions on the Rights of Child has mandated every country to adopt some laws or to bring out some protection rules regarding the children, where the children have been exploited in such different aspects such as sexual exploitation and sexual abuses. So after this, the drafting of POCSO Act has been come into existence. So how did this POCSO Act come into this drafting position? The Ministry of Women and Child Development recognized that there should be separate law which will be dealing with the child sexual related offenses, and then the drafting of POCSO Act has been taken place basing on a national study on child abuse statistics, where more than 53% of children in India are being experiencing the sexual related abuses. So from this, the drafting of POCSO Act has been started. So the key provisions of the POCSO Act speaks about general neutral definitions. So child here covers both boys and girls. So this act covers both the genders. So here this act is said to be as gender neutral act, and specific offenses are defined. So you will have a differentiation and most probably the understanding distinction between the sexual assaults, aggravated sexual assault, sexual harassments, and all the related definitions have been given clearly, and certain characteristics or certain things come under certain offense. So this is specified, and these offenses have been defined in a very clear way. And if there is any report regarding the sexual abuse, if there is any finding regarding the sexual related abuse on children, it has to be reported, and failure in reporting also is punishable under this act. So these are the key provisions and the history relating to this POCSO Act. So from the next video, we'll be covering the part 2. So do not miss, and if you haven't subscribed yet, do subscribe right away. And part 2 will be covering offenses against child. So be ready for that video which is coming the next. Thank you.